I figure that most of you know what a copycat is, right? In the olden days when I was a child growing up and you wanted to draw something and then make a copy of it, right? So that you could hand it to somebody else so that you didn't have to redraw it, which means spending time and energy to redo what you already did once, which is the original universal and galactic template. You only need to do it once, and that's once is good enough because God's math, an eternal true God, eternal source from which it all began, that math and those frequencies, which are those codes, are perfect right out of the first gate. That's a match made in heaven, which two poles become one. One pole, one star, the first eternal star of eternal unconditional love. Right? So now you get into time and density, slowing the speed down, experiencing more mass. Now we're into mass spectrometry, mass chromatography, mass holographic photos, making copies of photographic records. Right? Crystalline records, God's records, God's codes, God's math, God's geometry that is in perfect geometrical alignment with the center point of every sphere. That is in perfect balance with an eternal sun. The eternal Son of God. God's love that goes on forever, gifting electrons. That's what we experience through us, that we share with the all creation, equal unto all creation. So if I make a duplicate key, now I got another key that I can hand to another locksmith. Make another key. Pass out all the key codes. Now I got a password. Encryption codes, decryption codes, biohackers. That's right. Now I got a key to your realm. Now I got a key to your door. Now I can come into your realm. Now I can come into your planet. Now I can come into your gateway network whenever I want. The master of codes, the master of keys, the first key maker. Remember the key maker in the Matrix? Oh, they wanted that key maker. He knows how to duplicate all the keys. You cannot duplicate a stealth code key. That flashlight flick sequence moves so fast you cannot take a picture of it and make a duplicate of it. That's God's key, which is a keynote, which is the first note, which is the still point of God's love that goes on forever, gifting us electrons that we share with the all creation. We are equal unto all creation. The equal sign, right? Zero. Zero errors. God's math and physics codes. Perfect alignment with all the codes, which are all the frequencies that are possible to experience by having the key code and the access code to run that frequency in consciousness wherever we go. God is everywhere. You can't keep God out of the door. God's got a key to every door. That's called a master key. That's called a master librarian, which is an ascended master. That's why the interstellar activation cycle failure was not an option, because we have the fail-safe codes. That's right. That's why we're here with all of you. That's why I've always said, relax. Because if there's one thing I know, 2016 and 2017 was a critical moment, particularly if you go to Project Ascension and listen to what Patty Broussard and Karen Ann Luke McDonald had to say about a pole tilt and how important that is to understand Agartha and the South Pole, right? And or, if you will, Antarctica. The ice shelf, right? Shelf, limited edition, shelf life, decay, shelf life and decay, no entropy, no decay in the shield, protecting the NOMI failsafe code. Yeah. Thank you, Mama. We love you all. Be good to yourselves.